something. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. That fool was something. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. Yeah, drink 'em up. Yeah.
On this show, man, you know, you can't get a pass because I said that to say this.
I got you.
You're a veteran.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your service, but now you're in this rap game. My question is, I know you guarded Saddam Hussein. I know you about it, but can you rap?
Yeah, of course I can.
You can rap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not talking about like the garbs and the turban when you rap up.
Nah, bro, I ain't talking about, baby. I can spit, baby. That's what I do.
All right, well, listen. With that being said, we got this segment on the show. It's called On the Spot.
All right.
You know what that means? That means you're on the spot. Now,
Mm-hmm.
everybody in Iraq watching.
Oh, shit.
Everybody in Chicago watching.
That's too easy
Right?
to do it.
Eric B is watching you. Rakim is watching
shit.
too.
Hey,
you
salute.
know that, right?
Salute.
All right, so let them know the name. Let's get to it. Let's go.
It's your boy Sqoot, Sqooty1, and check this out.
Let's go.
I came in, fucking the game just like a rapist. Grapefruits all in your jaws, open and taste it, molested. None of the game, so with a tape set, giving me half of your brain on neural tape deck. I'm taking money from rappers, you can't trace this. Pussy, wetter than drool, give her a facelift. Street works, murder the oath, but not a mason. Ripping heads off with the next, call me Jason. Replacement, just like a patient. These bloodsuckers should have been cool and show patience. Now I'm about to call her Haitians. Haiti needs money, but money don't even rate them. Murder brings demons, and demons don't even shake them. So bringing all the wealth in the world won't even change them. I rearrange your brains, look what you started. Walmart cheaper, knock them down like a Target.
Okay, I hear the military references too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
It's still in. He caught a flashback. I was about to run, man. Oh, shit. Get the fuck out of here. Should have searched this motherfucker before he came in here. Motherfucker, I'll bust your brain like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. All right, okay.
So in 2006, in October 2006, I was actually, my platoon from Alpha 178 Infantry, we was actually, our mission was to actually guard a high-value target.
Okay.
Initially, at first, I didn't know who the target was until I went
target
down.
is a person.
It's a high-value, yes,
Okay.
a real big person.
Okay.
You know, and I didn't know how big the person was. So I go downstairs one day, I look at the cameras, and I'm like, man, this dude look familiar. My buddy, he like, hey, I'm like, bro, that's like Saddam. He say, that is. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, he said, you didn't know that? I was like, nah. I was like, I thought we just guarded somebody, you know?
Right.
Of course, we had machine guns mounted everywhere. So it's like, okay, of course the guy's very fucking important. So I actually got a chance to go back there, guard him a few times. And believe it or not, man, like, you know, Saddam he's very smart. It's like, you know, we used to, you know, had to have his he had to blindfold him all the time whenever we had to transport him
So
to
he don't know where.
so he wouldn't know. Well,
Wow.
we thought he didn't know where he was, but he wasn't. That nigga ain't stupid. That nigga knew where he fucking was.
Right.
You know, so we blindfold him everywhere. We go to chow hall, grab his food, everything, you know. And one day, this man says, "I know where I'm at." You know, I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck?
His English was good.
His English was fucking perfect. He speak better English than I do, and I was born in this mug, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, I'm just me. I'm, you know, a year in the army, and I'm just like, whoa, this dude talking to me. You know, I was like damn near starstruck, but I was like, hold on, this, you know, it's fucked up to say that. I'm like, we try to overtake this nigga, but I'm like, damn nigga, I'm kind of happy. I'm like, man,
You better ask for autograph.
damn near shit, like, man, like, hold on,
You know what? Check this out. Hold
this
up.
nigga talking to
I want
me.
to get about it.
Shit, if they had selfies back then, I probably would have took a selfie. Shit, I ain't even gonna stunt. For real, I'm dead serious, bro.
Oh, shit.
Nah, for real, man. Like, I swear on my life, I swear to God, G.
That probably would have got you kicked out of the whole
Oh,
situation.
I would have been fucked, bro. I've been like, man, court-martialed, everything, nigga. I would, they got my pension, everything. Oh, you fucked, bro. You,
Right.
yeah, go start rapping or something. Start rapping. You know what I'm saying?
So he tells you, I know where I am.
Yeah, he tells me like, I know.
He's talking directly to you.
And I'm just, you know, the thing is, we was told not to look directly at him.
Don't look at him.
Don't look at him. Don't say nothing to him.
Okay.
So I stay, you know, disciplined. I didn't say nothing, but he kept talking. So I kept looking like, oh shit, this nigga really talking to me. I say, well, maybe if I turn a little bit, maybe, you know. But the more I tried, it's like I couldn't resist because he was saying some very interesting things. You know, he was pretty much saying like, I know where I'm at. You know, your country is the biggest bullies. I don't have any. He's like, I don't have any weapons. You know, I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, maybe what he's saying, maybe what, you know, he didn't say it in that word, but he said it a little, you know, more intelligent, but, you know, it was more like, he's not dumb.
Right.
You know, he knows what's going on. He knows the reason why he's really there.
Right.
And I guess he just at a point of acceptance because, you know, this is, you know, by the time I'm guarding him, this is like November 2006.
Right.
We hung him. We gave him over to the Iraqi army to be hung in December.
You was there when that happened.
Yeah, we transported him there.
You witnessed him being hung.
Yeah, him and his cousins. His cousin fate was different. His cousin, well, decapitated. You know, that was.
Now, there's something else that struck my interest when you said because obviously he's human, he had to eat.
Yeah.
And you said one of his favorite foods was what?
Hey, he liked Cheetos.
He I swear to God, Cheetos.
Dude, we had to go to the PX.
Right.
And we had like a special card or something like that. We'll get, you know, and a lot of times we had like a huge supply of rations of food, snacks and stuff we get back from, you know, the people back in the States that send us those little care packages. Yeah. He loved Cheetos. He had DVDs of things you wouldn't even like. I was like,
what was he watching DVD wise?
He had Martin.
He watched Martin.
He had Martin.
Saddam Hussein.
And I'm not lying. I know people gonna think I'm fucking crazy for saying this shit, but dude, you can ask anyone from Alpha Company 178, 101st Airborne Division. I'm not bullshitting.
Saddam Hussein watched Martin.
He had Martin. Maybe though, you know, the DVDs he had Friday.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God, bro. I'm not lying, bro.
He had Friday. Saddam Hussein was watching Friday.
He had a bunch of DVDs we got from our care packages, and he was watching them. I guess, I mean, it amused him, but it's like, you know, I'm just sitting there, I'm looking at his DVDs, his collection. He got plants in there. He got a treadmill, and it ain't like the nigga in prison. It's like, if he was a prisoner, he had, what was that lady, the white lady?
Martha Stewart.
He had a Martha Stewart treatment.
He had yeah.
Except, you know, he's eventually, you know, he got hung. So, you know, he had the treatment, but then got mistreated at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, that's it's a real messed up way to go out. But yeah, man, that was interesting. And then, you know, once they actually hung him, once we gave him over to the Iraqi army, they hung him. It was televised. You know, it was all over the internet and everything.
And you were literally there.
Yeah, we was there. Yeah,
wow.
my whole platoon, 2nd platoon, Alpha 178 Infantry.
Why you try to stop it, yo? No, fuck
man. Shit. My bad.
Right.
No, but after they hung him, we actually they changed our mission up and we started doing the urban operations in Baghdad and Sardar City and stuff like that. So yeah.
And now you're no longer in the army. You're out.
I retired in November 29, 2015.
Okay.
I did 11 years.
Damn.
Once I left Iraq, I came home for a year and went to Afghanistan. That's a whole nother story.
Right.
But
okay.
You know, like when I came home, I actually came home in 2012 to transfer over from the active duty army to part-time army in the National Guard. And I start doing music seriously because I was rapping. I started rapping in Iraq when I first got out there. I was 20.
When you started rapping.
Yeah, I started I was in the trailer with my buddy, and he was like, he gave this beat. He had a little computer. He had his little headphones with the little speaker, and I just got the flow, and he was like, okay, what's the hook? And I'm like, a hook? I'm like, what the fuck is a hook? You know? And he's like, he taught me how to count bars.
Right.
So then that's when I learned how to, you know, create bridges in songs and actually write songs and record and compose and produce myself.
Right.
So that's where I actually learned in Iraq to really like make songs, create material.
Right.
And then finally in 2012, I actually took it seriously and started, you know, making my own mixtapes and stuff like that.
Well, once again, like I said, thank you for your service, man.
Yes, sir.
Because there's a lot of people watch this, their family members been in the service. You know, everybody knows someone that's been in the military. You know, so thank you for your service. With that.
Problem.
And actually, speaking of Iraq, I was actually in Iraq. I don't know where you were in 2009, 2010. But I was in Taji.
Taji?
Yeah, I was in Taji.
Yeah, I know Taji. I've been there.
I was there. We performed. It was actually me, Cassidy, and D4L, Laffy Taffy from Fabo.
Yeah.
Like that Laffy Taffy. Of all people, he's in Iraq doing Laffy Taffy, and then Cassie over there, I'm DJing or whatever. So that was 09. Where were you at in 09?
09, I was in Afghanistan.
Okay,
I was,
so I was over in the Middle East or whatever.
Yeah.
But moving forward, man. So now you're doing music, man. You're from Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Correct. All right, you're from Chicago. Now, Chicago has a lot of legendary MCs come out of there. You know, Twister, Common Sense, Kanye West,
Right.
who's known as Kanye now.
Right.
You know, but that's another story. But it's a lot of dope MCs out of Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, growing up in Chicago, or what influenced you in Chicago? What artists did you look up to, or if any? Or
honestly, in Chicago, the ones that influenced me was Kanye West and Common.
okay,
I like their poetry.
okay,
You know, the poetry, you know, the story that they built was more towards that really affected me, that inspired me to really go like, okay, I like that. I want to do what they doing, so I want to do it my way.
right,
And I just put whatever I need to put in there with my real life. And, I guess they made it, like those two guys for me made it free for people to really express their true selves,
Right.
true, you know what I'm saying? And even if you, because the music is nothing but emotion, man. It's feeling emotion, and that's what made me write the material I write. You know,
Right.
those guys
Okay.
influenced me.
So speaking of material, what do we have out? What are we promoting? What's going on?
Oh, I have an album called Welcome Home. It's
Welcome
available on all online music stores.
Okay.
It's actually exclusively on my website, www.sqootsme.com, which is www.sqootsme.com.
Right.
And I also have videos too. So
Where are the videos?
they're on the same website. They're also on YouTube.
Okay.
Yep, they're on YouTube, on the same website. Pretty much everywhere, man.
Now, do you have any plans to like doubling back as a civilian now that you're rapping and doing like tours for the military? Because it should be easy
definitely.
for you. You
That-
should
you
have
know-
a whole wide open market with that.
You know, the thing is, that's my goal, actually. I'm actually, me and my manager, Wally Locker with Urban Ground Television, we're actually planning a tour to actually go to all the VA installations and all the military posts.
Right.
And we're trying to raise money for it.
Right, because when I go like places like Japan, Okinawa, where they have, it's like, you think when I go to Japan, I'm gonna be DJing for Japanese people,
Right.
But I'm not.
Right.
I'm DJing for everybody in the United States because everybody is a base there, and
Right.
everybody from the States is in this party. It may be
exactly.
like 3 Japanese people, and I'm in Japan. It's crazy. So
Exactly.
it's a big market. Doing that type of run, like
Oh yeah,
a military
definitely.
run.
Definitely, and that's
a
the
big
goal. That's actually one of my main goals. That's what I'm working on right now, actually.
Right.
I've actually been on 2 tours. I started my first tour. I was with Jazzo, with him, and then Eric B. and Rakim.
And there was somebody else with you.
Yeah, you was there, man. You was there. That's where I met you, man. I met you. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. When I first met you, I was like, man. I thought for a minute, I was like, hold on. I heard the name.
Right.
And it ringing, so I was like, hold on, this sounds familiar. And then I look and we talk, and you start schooling me, bro. Like I was like, damn, I'm like,
Yeah, you're gonna owe me like $50,000 for that.
man.
So anyway.
Hey, good dude. Hey, real shit, good dude to fuck with, man. I swear to God on my life.
You heard him, right?
Man.
Support who support you.
Hey,
That's all I wanted.
For real. If
Yeah,
it wasn't-
that's all I wanted. So listen, before we get out of here, man, is there anything that you want to share, cover with the people that we didn't touch on?
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Sqooty1, SQOOTY1. One thing I do want to say is that this is the best place to be. I swear to God, I'm happy to be here, man. Like I'm grateful to be here and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm on tour with LV the God. I'll be in Grand Rapids next Friday, which is the 31st of May. So anyone that's in Grand Rapids, Michigan, I'll be out there performing. And then I'll be in LA June 7th.
Right.
Same thing, baby. Let's get it.
All right. So listen, before we get out of here, I gotta share this with the people. You have another talent. You do great. You do a great impersonation. Look, first of all, did you see Arnold Schwarzenegger when the kid ran and did a flying drop kick on him?
Oh yeah, that shit was
Now
hilarious.
you do a hell of an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
Yeah.
So put yourself in that shoes. You're Arnold Schwarzenegger. Some kid comes and kick you. What do you say? How do you react to that?
Man, Arnold, let's see, how would I do? If I was Arnold, I'd probably be like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, get the fuck out of here. No, dude, no, you fucking can't. I do
Get
like
to
that.
the chopper.
Get to the chopper now. You smell like ass.
Oh shit! This guy's talented, man. That's what it is, man. Sqoot, DJ Thoro, Chi-Town, NYC. That's what we do up here. We support who support you. This is 50.com, hottest in the streets. And like always, when you see us, one knee us. Let me pay respects.
10 men, 20 men, 30 men. I'm on something. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. That do was something. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. Yeah, drink 'em up. Yeah.